The Palestine Confusion, a historical and spiritual deception. Written by Christopher Turner, founder and editor-in-chief of Heritage Weekly. All praises to the Most High. First, a word from our sponsors. Explore Christopher Turner's books on Kindle for in-depth studies on Israelite heritage and scriptural truths. Like and support to help continue spreading valuable content. Back to your content. The Palestine Confusion. The land of Israel has always been at the center of global conflict, spiritual significance, and historical manipulation. One of the most insidious deceptions involves the term Palestine, its origins, and the claims surrounding it. This confusion is not accidental. It is orchestrated to erase the true identity of the land, its rightful inheritors, and its connection to the Creator. This article explores the roots of the term Palestine, the political and theological agendas behind it, and how it perpetuates a web of lies against the true people of Israel. The origin of Palestine, a tool of oppression. The term Palestine did not originate as a neutral geographical designation. It was a deliberate tool of oppression. After the Bar Kokhba revolt, 132–135 CE, the Roman Empire sought to erase the identity of Judea, the homeland of the Israelites. They renamed it Syria Palestina, invoking the name of the Philistines, ancient enemies of Israel. This renaming was psychological warfare, a direct insult to the Israelites and a way to sever their connection to the land. The Philistines themselves were a seafaring people, likely of Aegean origin, who settled in Canaan's coastal regions. By the 6th century BCE, they had been wiped out or assimilated by the Babylonians. When Rome appropriated their name, the Philistines had long ceased to exist as a distinct people. Thus, the term Palestine became a Roman construct, not a reflection of the land's actual history or inhabitants. Modern Palestinians, a manufactured identity. Fast forward to today, and the term Palestine has been adopted by Arab populations in the region. Modern Palestinians are not descendants of the Philistines. They are Arabs, primarily descendants of Ishmael, Abraham's son with Hagar, Genesis 16:15–16. These people have no historical or ethnic connection to the ancient Philistines, despite the name they use. This identity confusion is compounded by political agendas. By claiming to be Palestinians, these Arab populations assert a narrative that erases the biblical and historical connection of the land to the descendants of Jacob, Israel. This deception aligns with broader efforts to undermine Israelite identity and heritage, misappropriation of Jesus and the land. One of the most egregious aspects of this confusion is the claim that Jesus was Palestinian. This narrative is both historically and theologically false. Jesus' true identity. Jesus Yahawashi was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah, born in Bethlehem in Judea. His lineage is traced directly to King David, Matthew 1:1–17, Luke 3:23. After the Philistines, centuries after the Philistines had ceased to exist. Political agenda. By rebranding Jesus as Palestinian, modern Palestinians seek to align him with their cause, erasing his true Israelite identity and misappropriating him for political and religious narratives. This same tactic is applied to the land itself. Modern Palestinians claim ownership of the land, asserting that it is their heritage. However, the Bible is clear. The land was promised by Yahweh to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Genesis. The covenant is with the descendants of Jacob, not Ishmael, replacing the God of Israel with Allah. The confusion does not stop with the land or the Messiah. It extends to the very nature of God. The God of Israel, Yahweh, has been replaced in much of the region with Allah, the deity of Islamic theology. This substitution is not merely a difference in names but a profound spiritual deception. Yahweh's covenant. The Creator made an everlasting covenant with Israel, declaring himself as their God, Exodus 6:7, Deuteronomy 7:6–9. This covenant is central to Israel's identity and their connection to the land. Allah as replacement. The Islamic worldview seeks to supplant Yahweh with Allah, erasing the unique relationship between the God of Israel and his people. This shift aligns with efforts to replace the truth of the Bible with a universalist theology that denies the promises made to Israel. The orchestrated confusion. The Palestine confusion is not accidental. It is part of a larger orchestrated effort to distort truth and erase identity. This effort has roots in 1. Roman oppression. Rome's renaming of Judea as Palestine laid the foundation for this deception, breaking the connection between the land and the people of Israel. 2. Islamic expansionism. The Arab conquest of the region introduced new narratives that further obscured Israel's history and heritage. 3. Modern political agendas. Claims to the land by modern Palestinians are backed by global powers seeking to undermine biblical truth and Israel's divine inheritance. The bigger picture, a spiritual battle. At its core, the Palestine confusion is a spiritual battle. Babylon, Rome, and modern powers have all played roles in distorting the truth of Israel's identity, the land's ownership, and the Messiah's mission. This battle seeks to erase the Israelites, the true descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Black, Latino, and Native peoples scattered through the diaspora are systematically silenced and replaced in history. Claim the covenant. Other nations attempt to appropriate the blessings and promises made to Israel while denying the judgment and responsibilities that come with them. Redirect worship. The confusion about the land, Jesus, and God diverts worship from Yahweh to false gods and ideologies. Restoring the truth. The solution to this orchestrated confusion is to restore the truth. 1. The land. The land belongs to the descendants of Jacob, as promised by Yahweh. The Messiah, Jesus Yahawashi, is an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, not a Palestinian. The God of Israel. Yahweh is the creator and the God of Israel, not Allah or any other false deity. This restoration begins with understanding and teaching the truth. As Scripture declares, the truth shall make you free. John 8:32. It also requires exposing the lies and standing firm in the covenant Yahweh established with Israel. Conclusion. Exposing the deception. The Palestine Confusion is a deliberate distortion of history and Scripture, designed to oppress the true people of Israel and obscure the identity of the land, the Messiah, and the Creator. By reclaiming the truth, we can dismantle these lies and reaffirm the promises Yahweh made to His people. The battle is spiritual, but so is the victory. As the restoration of Israel continues, the light of truth will expose the darkness of deception. All praises to the Most High. Written by Christopher Turner, founder and editor-in-chief of Heritage Weekly, pioneering covenant theology researcher and principal contributor to Rediscovering Israel, focusing on Israelite heritage, covenant theology, and ancient scriptures. Creator of the AIP after Yahawashi's Passover calendar system, a unique biblical timekeeping method based on Yahawashi's death and Passover, aligning with lunar cycles and prophecy, particularly Daniel. Author of Jacob's Trouble, The Birth of a King, The Freedom Articles, Prophecy over